Here's the biggest secret to my success. I knew how important it was to make each contact with new customers as the beginning of a relationship with them. Consider this your video crash course on building your business. First, choose a memorable name for your company. Brainstorm a bunch of names, 10 to 15 if you can. Write them down on a piece of paper. Things that mention seal coating or blacktop in the name can help people to remember you more easily. Next, get out the yellow pages for your area. Make sure nobody's name is anything like yours. You want to stand out clearly. Now, go to GoDaddy.com. Enter the names and find a domain box. A domain name will help you brand your business. You can put it on trucks, cards, and in ads. If you can get a .com, that's a lot easier for people to remember than the hundreds of alternate domain extensions like .biz or .guru. Next, it's a great idea to get your own email address. joeblow5591@hotmail.com isn't going to inspire confidence in your customers. joe@blacktoppro.com sure will. It sounds like a business address that gets staffed and is answered. There are two places I recommend that you use to host your email. One is Gmail. Gmail will let you transfer your own domain to them, and then you can get all of Gmail's services with your domain name. To find out more about that, click on the supplementary guide below this video. Using Gmail means you can easily integrate Google Docs for more managing spreadsheets and invoices, and Google Drive for sharing before and after pictures that you'll use in your marketing. Another option is Zoho. Funny name, great full-service suite of business tools. Go to zoho.com and follow their easy-to-use directions for making your GoDaddy domain name talk to their system. You'll be up and running in no time. Okay, what's next? A website, of course. It doesn't have to be big and elaborate when you're starting out, but it needs to be professional looking, and it needs to have up-to-date information about your business, your services, and your contact information most importantly. It's a great idea to include other information like an About You page, telling people who you are and a bit of your background so that they feel comfortable doing business with you. If you have any warranties or other legal documents with your business, post them here too. Remember, keep it simple and make sure your website builder shows you how you can keep services, hours and phone numbers updated yourself. Write this information down somewhere you won't lose it. This can save you hundreds of dollars and dozens of hours of frustrations along the line. Okay, so far you have your own company name with a professional email address and website. Congratulations, you are already miles ahead of 90% of your competition. Let's keep going. First, car or trailer customizing is inexpensive. Consider getting a truck wrap that advertises your business. If you use your vehicle for business and pleasure, and you don't want to always have your Asphalt details on it, you can get a high-quality truck magnet printed up with your details. Peel them off when you want to, and stick them on when you're working. It's a great way to advertise, and it makes you look way more professional than if you didn't have it on there. Finally, get some custom-made caps or shirts, or coveralls with your business name on them. If you have a logo, this is a great place to use it. Remember, asphalt maintenance is hands-on outdoor work. You're going to get dirty. Make sure you pick colors that won't show the dirt. Now, what happens when you arrive at a customer's house? You should have a business card that you can leave with them so that they don't forget your name. The front should have your business name, phone number, website, and email address. You want people to be able to reach you when they want to. So on the back of my business cards, I used to have pre-printed next service date with a line, and I used to enter the date on that line. I planted the seed right there for my customers to think, oh right, this is something we get done periodically. Ever walked out of a dentist without your next appointment set up? Me either. Take every chance you get to make this sort of suggestion to your customer. Another great way to generate business at your customer's house? The example you're setting with your work. That's right. The neighboring houses or businesses will notice that there are improvements going on in the neighborhood. When I finished a job, I put up attention tape to keep people from driving on the freshly sealed pavement. And because it was attention tape, it would grab their attention. I had flyers stapled to the attention ribbon as well, so that people knew my name and number. And on the caution tape, I'd staple several of my brochures. Sure, they wouldn't get it all picked up, but you can bet anyone who did pick them up was a hot lead. Now, while I was in the neighborhood, I took advantage of one more thing. Everyone loves a deal. I would go door to door trying to see if anyone wanted a special price on their driveway while I was in the neighborhood. A little discount goes a long way in cases like this. If people weren't home, I would leave a door knocker. That's a special one-page brochure that has a cutout for the doorknobs. This door knocker had all of my contact information, and on the back of it had a spot for me to write a quote for sealing their driveway. After all, I was right there. By giving them a quote, I saved myself a second trip to the neighborhood. By the way, you never want an open-ended quote. Your costs change all the time, and so does your competition. Make sure you put a valid until date on the written quotes, even on the door knockers. Whew, so that covers almost everything I would do on the job site. The last thing I would do, I would make careful notes on the clipboard that told me everything I needed to know to resell the customer when it was time to seal their driveway again. I noted their name, address, email address if they had given it to me, phone number, how big their driveway was, and what I had charged them. In the last column, I put a date to follow up with them and get their repeat business. This simple 3-minute step was worth far more to my business than any ads I had ever run. I can't stress enough how important it is. So how do you keep track of these customers? 2 ways. 1, use a simple spreadsheet as I instructed to you earlier in the video. Or, if you're a little bit more savvy, you can get a service called a CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management System, and it can be responsible for more business than just about any other single tactic you try. If you set your email up with Zoho, you might have noticed that you can sign up for a Zoho CRM very inexpensively. In fact, Zoho CRM is free for up to 3 users. At this time, adding extra staff to your CRM system costs $12 per user per month for their professional package. Zoho has a great video showing you how to set up the system, importing contacts, creating the fields for all the information you want to track, and so on. So now that you have a CRM, how can you use it? Well, there's the obvious. Program in your customers and send an auto email when your customers are due for a new service. Simple. Set it and forget it. Just this one action will grow your business incrementally and put more profits in your pocket. If you are committed to entering customer details every night at the end of a workday, and I highly recommend you do this, then you can program an automatic email to go out to thanking every customer for their business and reminding them of how long they should keep the tape up at the end of the driveway. Other times of the year, you can send emails to your customers as well. A holiday greeting is appreciated by everyone. With a little work, you can have it go out with your customer's name on it and a nice colorful message from you. Again, sites like Fiverr.com will help you get inexpensive labor to help you do these technical things if you're not technically inclined yourself. The fastest way to grow your business is to focus on what you do best and hire out the rest. Trust me on this, it's really important. If you live somewhere that goes below freezing in the winter, a fall asphalt check email is a great way to earn extra revenue. Ask customers to check their driveway or parking lot for any cracks that should be filled before rain turns to ice, expanding cracks and eroding asphalt foundations. Same for potholes, naturally. There are all kinds of reasons to touch base with your customers. Just use your imagination. Remember though, nobody likes spam. Make sure you're offering things to customers they need and want. Use this system, step by step. Be persistent. Follow through, and you'll be miles ahead of your competition.